Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh shit. I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Hello, people. It is your good friend Chat Marco here again. And you know, I just have to talk about the latest episodes of Dragon Ball Super. So let's just get comfortable and let's geek it up for a second, huh? Okay, so today we're gonna talk about episode 124, which is basically Dispo and his lightning speed versus Frieza and his cruel everything. So let's get right to it, shall we? The episode starts off and it's just Goku and Vegeta fighting Jiren. Man, the animation is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Man, I gotta always give props to the animators, man, because early on this show got so much flack for looking like ass, and now it's looking better than ever. It is so awesome seeing Dragon Ball look this way, and you got Vegeta with his pretty blue colors and Goku, like it's wonderful, man. But yeah, they're jumping Jiren, and they're not really accomplishing anything. They're throwing all these punches and kicks and final flashes, and it's not doing a goddamn thing. But this episode really isn't about Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren. That's why I knew they would just show them kind of fighting but not really getting anywhere, because this episode is all about Frieza and your boy Dyspo. So let's get right to the main event, shall we? So yeah, Dispo and Frieza goes at it, and man, I have to say, Dispo is fucking cool. I'm officially a Dispo fanboy. I mean, anytime a character is just fast, like the Flash or Chip from Guilty Gear, whatever, I love speedy characters, and Dispo definitely fills that. He fills that slot nicely. And he's also kind of he looks like a purple bunny rabbit, so he has the appearance to go with it. Slim but muscular. I like this boy. He's pretty cool, and he's cocky and shit, and he's able to go toe to toe with Frieza. Now, he's so fast. He just starts throwing like all these punches and shit. They go in there like I call that the Dispo ass beater. I mean, he's just throwing blow at the blows at the blows at the blows. It's awesome. And he has this special move called the Circle Flash, where like this blue circle shoots out. It kind of looks like a sonic boom, and it surrounds it surrounds Frieza, and then it explodes on command. Kind of reminds me of the galactic donut that Gotenks has, except it explodes. But yeah, I like that move. Because I've been thinking about the fighting game a lot, and I was like, if they put like Dispo or Jiren in, like what could they give them as far as like special moves? And I was like, bam, there's one for Dispo. That's all you need, just one. If you got one beam, then you're official. You can be in a Dragon Ball fighting game. But yeah, moving on. Even though Dispo manages to get the upper hand on Frieza, it seems like while Dispo is fast, he's not strong enough to straight up defeat Frieza. And while Frieza is strong, he's not fast enough to catch Dispo. So they kind of get to like a stalemate. And so Frieza proposes a deal. He says that he'll help them knock out the rest of Universe 7, and in exchange, they are supposed to resurrect him. And immediately I knew damn well Dispo would not agree to those terms, because one, he's a warrior of justice, and two, you got fucking Jiren on your team. You don't need to make deals with anybody when you got Jiren backing you up. Let me tell you that much. I feel like that whole part with Frieza trying to make a deal, I feel like it was just filler. Because I mean, come on, who? I mean, really? I mean, I really don't see what was the point of it. I mean, did Frieza really think, even if he got Dispo on board, you think you're gonna get Topo and Jiren? No, Jiren's gonna knock your ass out of the arena for talking that stupid shit. So, anyway, of course, Dispo declines. So Frieza's like, okay, and he goes gold mode, man, and I gotta say, I like the way Frieza transforms into Golden Frieza. I like the little transformation animation. Like, it kind of looks like armor plates are just materializing on him. It's like ching, ding, ding. I don't know. I love it. It's very elegant the way that he does it. But yeah. Right around this time, this is what I call the Frieza torture chamber. I knew this day was coming. I knew Dyspo just couldn't have the upper hand on Frieza the entire time. I mean, even though Dyspo's been doing pretty good, Frieza hasn't even been in his golden form yet. So I knew this time was coming, and yeah, Frieza put them hands on Dyspo. He beat him up pretty bad, hit him with a nice combination. But that's not the end of Dyspo, let me tell you that much. You know, Frieza, once he gets the upper hand on somebody, he feels the need to gloat. So, you know, he kind of stands over Dyspo, and he thinks Dyspo is like all out of energy, right? But I knew Dyspo was about to beat his ass when I saw that look on his face. You know how he had like the shadow, like couldn't really see his face. It was just like, I saw that. I was like, yep, he about to turn up and beat somebody's ass. So yeah, in a nutshell, Dyspo doesn't really transform as much as he just kind of activates his maximum speed. I call this gotta go fast. So yeah, Dyspo unleashes his light speed barrage. Man, he hits Frieza with a punch that was just so fucking gritty. Just bow, shut your bitch ass up. I love it. That punch was so epic. Oh man. But yeah, even Zeno, even the two Zenos couldn't see Dyspo because he was like, they couldn't really keep up with him fighting Frieza anymore because he had turned up the speed to such a level they couldn't see him with the God pad turned on slow-mo. So I think it's safe to say that Dyspo is like the fastest character in Dragon Ball history as of yet, which is pretty damn cool. So he's pummeling on Frieza and he gets him to the edge. But right before he's about to hit him with the finishing blow that would knock him out of the arena, your boy Gohan comes in for the save. But I also want to say that I don't think that Dyspo would have knocked Frieza out. This is just speculation, but just the look on Frieza's face right before Dyspo was about to hit him, it kind of looked like he had like a plan. It looked like he was about to turn up and like just go like he was gonna find some way not to get knocked out. I don't know. I just don't buy that Dyspo would have got Frieza out that easily. But yeah, Gohan is here to the rescue, but Dyspo still has the advantage. I mean, even though Gohan and Frieza, that's a powerhouse in of itself, individually, Dyspo is just too fast. If you can't hit him, then it doesn't matter how strong you are. So Gohan hatches a brilliant plan. And what he does is he's gonna take on Dyspo head on, while Frieza creates like a cage or like kind of a cage of like lasers, so that it would lock Dyspo down and reduce his mobility drastically, taking away his biggest advantage, which is his speed and ability to get away. So Frieza activates his beam cage maze or whatever, and Dyspo and Gohan have a nice little cage match like WWE. And just as planned, when Dyspo, you know, he's going so fast that he ends up running into the beams every now and then, and it hurts him. So now he's fighting at a disadvantage, and Gohan begins to push. He starts turning the tide of battle towards their favor, and but you know, Frieza, his out of shape ass, he's always had problems with his stamina. So and that, I mean, really, all things considered though, like being able to keep up that many beams that also have the energy, the power to hurt Dyspo, that would be draining on anybody, I'm sure. I mean, that was a massive attack. But yeah, Frieza's stamina runs out and the cage kind of disappears. And right when it looks like Dyspo's about to have the advantage, Gohan manages to catch him. And what happens next is pretty much exactly like what happened between Piccolo, Goku, and Raditz. While, remember when Goku held Raditz while Piccolo, his former arch nemesis, hit him with the special beam cannon, killing them both? Well, the same kind of happens here. And when Dyspo is held down by Gohan, he instructs Frieza to attack them both, knocking them both out of the arena. And of course, Frieza is happy to oblige, and he hits him with quite the beam, KOing both Gohan and Dyspo in the process. So yes, Gohan sacrifices himself to eliminate Dyspo, and that's the gist of the episode. This has been another fantastic episode. I've really fallen in love with Dyspo. I love him as a character. Just a fast, cocky asshole who'll punch you right in the face for talking shit. And of course, Gohan and Frieza working together. I mean, that's a very unlikely combination. But man, the Gohan fanboys have been weeping all week. For real. I mean, because like not everyone, but a lot of people thought that Gohan would have a new transformation, that he might even possibly be the one to take on Jiren in the end, because there was that old ending that showed Gohan and Goku fighting side by side, and some people, and also during the fight with Goku, when Goku was recruiting for the Tournament of Power, people kind of felt like that kind of showed like maybe, because Gohan mentioned like he would find like a new transformation or power his own way, so people speculated that he would come up with something new during this tournament and wow everyone, but that never really happened. Although he definitely held it down. He was definitely a major he was definitely a very positive fighter to have on the team. I mean, he was a good leader. He had some good fights. He knocked out some people, had some major assists. He had some great strategies, some game-winning strategies. But people really expected more from Gohan. Even though he was a solid fighter during the Tournament of Power, he held his own. He didn't really look bad. People expected more because, he defeated Cell. Once upon a time, Gohan was supposed to take Goku's place as the hero. So, he has gained a huge following in that respect. I mean, he's responsible for the most epic fights in Dragon Ball Z history, and he won, one of the few people other than Goku to be the major villain. So I think that's why people are disappointed, because you just really expect more from Gohan than this. Even though this wasn't bad, you still kind of feel like, Gohan deserves better than that, and I can definitely understand. But I just feel like that whole plot line with Gohan taking Goku, I think that's dead, to be honest. I think there's really no hope of Gohan ever reaching the height that he once had when he was a teen, when he defeated Cell. But yeah, I can definitely understand why people were disappointed in him. But man, personally, I'm happy for your boy Dyspo, and I'm kind of just for him to be able to take on Gohan and Frieza at the same time. I mean, I was not expecting him to be that much of a powerhouse. I mean, when he fought Hit, and Hit downloaded him and kind of, bullied him a little bit, I thought that was the end. I thought he had no more tricks up his sleeve, but it turned out that he was twice as strong as anyone had even thought. But he still hasn't really, I don't know. I don't know how Dyspo's character is gonna go down in history, because even though he managed to hold his own against Frieza and Gohan, he hasn't really shown that he can get the dub. He kind of has the same problem that Vegeta has, in that he's cool, but can he get the win? Can he get the big win? And Dyspo never gets the big win. He it looks like he's about to win, then he drops the ball. So I don't know, man, but it was a fantastic episode. Rest in peace, Dispo and Gohan. Gohan sacrificed himself for the team. It was awesome, and yeah, that's about it, man. I'll see you guys at the next episode. Yeah, man, this is pretty cool.